Hey, it's Mico. I got today the new 2017 530i, and just gonna do a video. We're gonna just drive straight up, and we'll talk about the car while we're going. So this is a fairly basic car. It's a 530i rear-wheel drive. It has M Sport package. It has the review camera, but I think it doesn't have much more. It has premium package, but not a lot of stuff, not a lot of the safety stuff. So it's just about the car at this point. I was really interested in how this car will feel for my personal reasons. I'm like literally shopping for myself. I drive day to day. I drive a 2015 528i M Sport, and my lease is coming up later either this year or next year, and I was definitely interested how this will be as a replacement. The previous model, the 528 and 535, that model was running since 2011 with some changes and updates, so it's pretty old, and this is definitely a huge upgrade. I drove this at the training in Texas. There's a separate video for it. I really got a feel for it first time today. I gave a ride to a customer on the freeway, and I'm really impressed with this. I mean, I expected good things, and I got what I expected. Overall, the car feels lighter. It is definitely faster. The upgrade on the horsepower is minimal. It's just 8 more horsepower, just a little bit more torque than the previous engine. But obviously the car is lighter. The weight distribution is better. What else? Better suspension, and it just feels a huge improvement. You know, nothing you can really put your hand on, nothing specific, but it feels much better. So right now we hopped on the freeway. There doesn't look like there's any traffic today, and we're in comfort mode, just plugging along, going about 70 miles an hour. This car, again, there's no head-up display, so it's harder for me to see the exact speed. Something I would definitely get in my car, but for the purpose of what we're doing, this is just fine. Okay, so I can maneuver around the traffic very easy, no effort. Overall, the way I feel or I see it, that the philosophy about new models and the lineup for BMW is this. The 7 Series used to be regular wheelbase and short wheelbase. I'm sorry, long wheelbase. Now there's no more short wheelbase 7 Series, at least for now. But the new 5 Series, the new body is slightly longer than the previous, and at least in my eyes, it pretty much replaces that short wheelbase 7. So now if you want the 7, if you want the top of the line, you get the long wheelbase, you get the limo style, you get everything. If you don't need the limo style, this is all you need. Probably you're gonna go for the bigger engine. There's definitely big improvement in the power, but other than that, this is just like the 7 Series. The feel, the quietness, the road quality is pretty incredible. And this is kind of like, again, the way I feel it is kind of like the pushback from expanding models, that there are like just too many models. There's the 4 Series, the 6 Series, SUVs all over the place. Now they're a little bit consolidating all the models, and now less model for 7, less models for 5 too. There's not going to be a 550. There's going to be the M 550, which will be one model instead of 2. Instead of the 550i to the M5. So instead of having 2 V8 models, there's just going to be that one with the M badge on it. All right, so we're going to go for a couple more exits, getting a little bit busier. Just want to see if it'll make sense to try. You know what? Let's try the economy mode just to see what it feels like. So in economy, this display changes a lot. By the way, this is the digital display. You get it even in the basic 530i, like this one with premium package. So you see right now it shows me this graph on the bottom, shows me what kind of mileage I'm getting, and it'll give me probably warnings if I go too fast and if I accelerate too much. Another cool part, I like it's across the models, but what happens is when you accelerate and then you take your foot off the accelerator, it drops to the idle. You can see the RPMs are below 1,000. It just helps you coast without using any energy. And if you touch the brake, it goes back to the normal mode, like it'll be in comfort mode. But this coast mode is pretty cool. And it's the same mode for all these cars, diesels, gas. If you're in economy mode, that's what you get if you're on the freeway. You just take the foot off the gas, goes to idle below 1,000. All right, so another thing that's different, used to be a little bit confusing with the driving dynamics controls. Used to be 2 buttons, but at least 3 different modes. So I would have to explain to people that there's a comfort mode, there's just no button for it. So now there's comfort, there's economy, and there's the sport. So it makes things a little bit easier. All right, so we're still in comfort mode, we're off the freeway. And another thing, the handling. So right now I'm taking this turn very fast for what I usually drive in the 5 Series. And as you can see, body roll is minimal. The car took the turn just great. This car does not have any extra packages for dynamic handling. That's just stock with M Sport. So again, really big improvement, lighter car, better feel. You hear the engine, that's the downside of the smaller engine. You hear the noise, the engine have to rev up a little bit higher to get the acceleration you want. We're gonna hear it more in sport mode. Some people like it, so it might be a plus or a feature, and not a bug. All right, so crazy roads are here. We're in Brisbane, and we're gonna go to my favorite spot to open the car a little bit, put it in sport mode. The other video I did from the training, let us compare this car to the E-Class, E300 I believe. And while this car has less power, and you could feel that, it still felt much more performance oriented and better, way better handling car than the E-Class. The transmission is better in this car. It does not hunt for gears. So normally, like we would think that more gears is better, used to be the case. This is the 7-speed transmission. Mercedes has the 8-speed. But when I accelerated, just pure straight line acceleration, it shifted too much. You can see the video and you can kind of hear it, that it's just trying to do something, it's not sure what to do. This is much smoother. And we're just 1 block away from the Guadalupe Parkway Canyon Road. I think I'm saying this right. We're pretty much here. So we're gonna go right now already in sport mode. You'll see the display, driver display changes, and you're always gonna get in the sport mode, you'll get the speed, digital speed. So even if you don't have the head-up display, it's very easy to see the speed you're going and to know what's going on with the car. And that's it. So there's just one Toyota in front of us. I'm gonna get around it, see how we're doing with lights, and we'll have some fun. Okay, green light. Let's go. Yeah, so the way this car goes into a turn, you feel the weight distribution, and you feel that the center of gravity is lower. You can see that if you just come to look at the car, any of these cars at the dealership, check out the trunk, and you'll see that the bottom of the trunk is lower than it used to be, and that just helps you. If you have any weight in the car in the trunk, it will lower the center of gravity even more and improves the handling of the car. Alright, so we're going up the hill, my ears are popping, and holds the speed really well. You can see, I mean, it's 3,000 RPM, going fairly fast up the hill. There's absolutely no problem with acceleration. Slow down a little bit here, there's a truck. More power to the turn. Okay, so I'm kind of like, I can even kind of steer a little bit with the throttle, like you would on a race car. That's not a race car, but it's getting there. Okay, so this was a nice shift. Went to 4th gear. Traction control blinked a little bit. I didn't feel anything. It just the thing blinked for me. lot of rain, so the road's a little bit messed up, so traction control is definitely required. Yeah, so just the way this holds the turn is just a beauty. This is, I'm literally selling myself right now in this car. Cars in front of us. Little turn. Holds the road, holds the bumps really well. Gotta pump my ears again. Okay, now I'm gonna have to slow down here because there's a tight turn. There's a truck in front of us. I see the cameraman putting his foot on the floor and trying to push the imaginary brake. No brake, Ryan. Okay. So, bottom line, I'm gonna do a separate video for the 530. I actually did one, it just the audio got messed up, so I'm gonna have to do another one. It's not the 540, but this is plenty. It's plenty for me. Even when I drive these cars every day, and I get excited about more power, this is just plenty. I really like the way it drove, and I would not need the bigger engine for sure. And that's about it. Thanks for watching.